G'day guys, I've made a few videos lately that I've accidentally deleted, and memories run out and garbage trucks have come, and it's been just, once again, I don't know how they pull it off, these guys in the US with their videos. Just the quality, and it's difficult. But anyway, one video was about moving over to the, not that you can compare the price, the RS Audis, and the way they take off like rockets and stuff like that, simultaneously while I was trying to upload that video, and I deleted it while I was uploading. Sapient Budgie in Canada said he's crossed over to the dark side. In the video I said, oh, what's going to happen to my subscribers if I cross over? So I'm not buying an Audi, don't worry, but Subaru's got a long way to go. So now there's a new little dimension. One of the video, well, okay, one was about the Germans moving forward. The other was about my friend's A45 Mercedes C-Class, A-Class. And the interior blew me away. I didn't even realise it at first. The Recaros in the A-Class make this seats look like Kmart seats. Now, I didn't know they're 80, 90 grand, right? And on the A-Class, a mechanical diff at the rear is an option. Here we've got 3, baby. So, you know, the A-Class felt small. It felt not flimsy, but the floor, like there's all this vibration coming through the floor. I couldn't believe it. And the ride was unbearable. I mean, I said, can you get it out of race mode? Like, I said, yeah, I'm going to throw up. Like, it was like a bloody sitting on a skateboard. But then he put in comfort, and it wasn't that much better over the bumps that my other one would ride over. The A-Class, it crashes over the bumps. So I have no doubt that A-Class would annihilate this thing around the track. Probably, I don't know. I'm sure it would. On the gravel, it wouldn't even keep up in the turn in the wet, because it's slow to respond. It's got a front-wheel drive bias. So that's what the videos were about. Once you talk to me about non-symmetrical four-wheel drive and anything other than Subaru's power delivery system, I'm like, ugh. But the other dimension to it, yesterday, there was all these broken down cars, and the first thing I want to do is stop and give them a jump start. And then I looked at the people and thought, nah, fuck you. You know, like, it was just I had a terrible day. And then there was another car in the area with a bonnet popped up, and I stopped. I saw a girl and a guy. The guy had his shirt off. I thought he was trying to wrap a hose in his shirt. Basically, he was servicing his car. But kind of long story short, I said, do you guys need a hand? Are you all right? You know, you see someone with their shirt off, you think they're in the heat, they're broken down, whatever. No, they were just hanging out, servicing the car. And he works for Subaru. He goes, you bought the car from us. I went, hey, whatever his name is. And we had a nice chat. And he said, how is it? So now, no YouTube video, just I'm in the middle of the road. Okay, we talked for about 3-4 minutes, not all about the car at all. And I just said, he said, how is it? And this was my response. It's too heavy. It's too heavy. I don't know what they've done. The VDC is too aggressive. Even in track mode, I can't have fun in the car. It's a cumbersome weight. I'm going back to my tuner for a light tune. And, you know, it's not the reason I said it, but I have heard Subaru, I don't know, right? And it depends on you. But if you up your boost 1 PSI and do a tune that can iron out the idling issues and that, they will do the warranty repairs on the car. This is globally. They know they've made a car that they want you to go to aftermarket with, right? But we're not talking about boosting it. Then we discussed how everyone is wrecking these cars. He goes, it's unbelievable. Like, and this is what I said, the car has a limit, guys. So I talked about the Type S, the 5 horsepower with they've got revised pistons in the Type S. Now, I said to him, brother, he goes, they're quick enough as it is. I said, look, this car launches faster. It comes out of corners faster. So once it's done grabbing and braking and torque vectoring, when you begin to accelerate, it flies. This will beat the last model around a track and on the gravel. These electronics are made to make the car faster around the track. The problem is I'm making all these videos and it hasn't rained. So it'll rain for 5 seconds. Today, look, today's going to be, I reckon, 30 degrees. But if you get, I need this car in the wet to know what they've done with the VDC, how it works. So that was my original response. It's not that I can personally feel the extra 37 kilos. I can't feel the 37 kilos. It feels like 400 kilos more on this model. I don't know what they've done. It's too much electronics, too much intervention. But my mate said last night, take it out of track mode and put it into the other mode. And I haven't done that. I've never really driven the car around, except on the gravel, without intervention. I don't need it, because the last one made it that you could put it in track mode and have fun. Subaru, and this is now back to the first video, Subaru. I heard you watch YouTube and listen to your customers. I don't know if I'm no one, but you better pull your finger out and fix these problems, right? I know you're going to use the modular platform, I'm sure, for the next one and the new body, but what are you going to do? Give it 220 kilowatts, right? While the Audis are doing 3.8 seconds to 100 every time. And that's now the first video. My mate gets in his AMG, he said 4.3 seconds. It's 4 seconds to 100. Now, I had that before. I had 4.2, whatever I had. Okay, my car was quick, but standard out of the box, this car, in the morning it's in a good mood, then at lunchtime it's hangry, and then in the afternoon it drives like a dog. The other day I got out of it, I thought, I can't do this. I can't drive this car anymore. And it was towards the end of a tank. So beware, any high performance car, at the end of the tank, you're going to feel the car start to detonate. It began to ping. You need to see, if you punch it near a wall, pulling out to a freeway, and you hear crack, like, you know, I don't know if everyone knows, pinging is not just like an old van going up a hill. It can be a real, in a high performance car, a real kick, like a kick, you know, like not, you know, it'll sound like a piece of metal going tap. Now then the knock sensors intervene, bring the timing back and punish you kilometre after kilometre with bad driving. So I'm had enough of it. That was what the video is about. I've got to go to my tuner. I haven't had the time and tune this shit out of the car. This is a different delivery system. The car's idling at 720 RPM. I don't know what they've done. Blah, 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 blah. Like, it sounds different. It's heavier, but it's great. So that's, I have to go back to the tuner and fix the software. Idle up a little, give it a bit more enrichment, less jittery. When you take off and it goes, not all the time, but it'll just choose when it wants to do that. Excuse me. And then my mate gets in his AMG A45, puts his foot down 4 seconds every time to 100, and I'm battling to get a good acceleration. No way. The car, I've worked out why I thought it's quicker. It's the way it drives and the way it launches out of the corners. Okay, and I don't want it to be a Mercedes. It's not $90,000. It's $56,000. So, you know, and I know, I understand that you need to pay for these premium things. I don't want lights in my Recaros. I love my car, but it's just not fun. So what am I meant to do now? Take it out of VDC altogether and crash the car? I don't know what it's going to do in the wet. So no, I want track mode. Like, I don't expect the tuner to fix that, but I believe with a bit more power and a bit more boost in Sport Sharp, right, and less delay, so we leave the boost, the wastegate solenoid closed a bit, change the boost curve, and it'll give it the you know, I just want to pull some weight out of this car. This 37 kit, whatever they've done with this 40 kilos is honestly, it's killed it, you know. But I'll take the spare tyre out. I've done that. I mean, the A45 and all those cars have a little pump with a can. My Liberty, I took the spare out. I'll take the spare out. I don't care. I'm a mechanic. I'll leave it on the side of the road, ring my mate, pick me up, get a tyre, whatever, right? But this has got to end. I've had enough. I love it, but it's with humidity, the drivability of this car is not up to scratch. The Germans are moving ahead as much as I don't like their cars. Okay, my mate's AMG, I rung for a piece of piano plastic that he broke off here yesterday. Do you know how much the plastic is? $880 for one piece of black plastic. Now, the other piece is $189. The VIN numbers don't link up. to any of the pieces. One of them's in Germany. I mean, this is a German car, and his bumper bar is down here, okay? I don't want an AMG Mercedes. It's not for me. But the Germans are moving ahead. If Subaru doesn't do something fast, they're going to, like Budgie now has moved over to Audi, okay, in Canada, and he said it launches like a 3.7 seconds to 100 every time. I hope you're well, Budgie. And maybe I'll come and take over your house with my kids and drive you Audi. You never know. I mean, I can't afford that right now, but who knows? Maybe, you know, maybe you guys, of course, are always welcome here. To show you around Sydney.